This is the worst rated phone on Walmart.com, and I bought it. These YouTube streets, man, they make me do things I would never do ordinarily. I remember when I bought this, the lady at Walmart said, you have 14 days to return it if you keep the receipt. Oh, my dear Walmart worker, this won't be going back. By the end of this video, I'm going to destroy it. I just need to figure out how. But let's talk a little bit about this particular phone and whether or not you should buy it. Spoiler alert, you shouldn't. Right after this!
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name's Travis and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below. But for now, let's just get into the video. So I spent a lot of time on this channel talking about really great phones, flagship phones, phones that cost $1,000, things that'll blow your mind. And I thought it'd be kind of fun if I went the opposite direction. This isn't actually the first time I've done this. I've reviewed a 3G only $99 phone just a couple of weeks back, and that experience was pretty terrible. But I decided to take it to another level. So I looked up the worst rated phones on Walmart and drove down to my local one and figured I'd pick one up. I don't know, just cuz. Look, here's the thing. There's no way in the world I'm going to tell you to buy this phone. That's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is twofold. Number one, let's do something different and interesting. And number two, I've been asked so many times when I was going to destroy the $99 phone, and I figured I could kill two birds with one stone. I'll review this one and destroy it at the end. We'll just have to figure out different ways. I'm still kind of formulating that in my head right now. This is a prepaid phone by AT&T called the Axia. Now, this thing has 22 reviews and it's got 2 total stars, which is pretty terrible. I couldn't find anything at my local Walmart that had less stars than this, so I figured I'd pick it up. It's about 40 bucks, not that big of a deal. So if this thing is terrible, which it absolutely is, then I'm not out too much money. But let's talk specs, of which this thing doesn't have a lot of good ones. It's got Android Go Oreo. Now, if you're not familiar with Android Go, it's not like the full version of Android. Basically what it is these kind of cut down versions of apps in the operating system to allow to work on lower end hardware, like this. It's got an amazing 16 gigs of storage. 16 whole gigs of storage. It's got a 5.5 FWVGA screen. I have no idea what FWVGA is. I've never heard of it before. Needless to say, it's terrible. It does have a front-facing camera, thank the Lord, although it's terrible, which I'll show you in a little bit. And it can take video up to an amazing 720p. Hurrah! And it's got a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which will probably last you longer than you'll ever want to use this phone. I'm going to tell you about some of the things that I absolutely hate about this phone, which is darn near everything, and why maybe you might ever pick it up. Maybe? Now remember, this is a prepaid phone, so it's not something that's unlocked to a carrier. It's specific to AT&T. Somehow, some way, people at AT&T saw this thing and was like, yeah, we should put this in our line. This should represent AT&T. But of course, yeah, you want low-end, inexpensive budget phones, and this would be that. Now, to be perfectly clear, the only circumstance I could ever see someone using this phone for would be as if you lost your phone on a vacation and you needed something quickly. You can go to your local Walmart, pick it up for about 40 bucks and be off to the races and have enough minutes that will last you until you get back home. That's like the only thing I can think of. I guess if you want to give it to a kid, but this is prepaid, so it's not really on a plan that you might already have. Literally the only reason would be A, if you're lost on vacation and you've lost your cell phone, or B, if you have a YouTube channel and you want to destroy it. I mean, look at these amazing pictures that this thing takes. They're just absolute trash. But hold on for a second. Let's check out that 720p video that I know excites you. Look at this. This is, yeah. And the screen is the worst screen I have seen on a phone ever. Now here's the thing. The $99 3G phone that I reviewed a while back, I actually mentioned that the screen was the one good thing about it. It actually looked really good. And for a little bit more than twice this, it's night and day difference. It really is night and day difference. This screen, like if you have it at the wrong angle, you can't see it. You could sell it as a feature, a privacy feature. Privacy from yourself, because if you go like this, you ain't seeing nothing. And man, is it slow. Somehow it can actually play games, which is amazing to me, but it is slow. This processor is slow. There's nothing you can do on it that's fast. Turning it off is slow. Turning it on is slow. Opening an app is slow. Scrolling is janky as hell. This thing needs to rest in peace real soon. And while I like that it's blue, I mean, that's literally it. That's the only thing I like. I decided that what we'll do here is we'll destroy this phone because it'll be interesting, but I also want to test out something. I actually bought a couple of months ago some liquid screen protector to see if that works. I've always wanted to test that. I just never got around to it. I think this would be a great opportunity to do that. So I've actually protected the bottom half of this phone with a liquid screen protector to see if it actually works. So I'm gonna try to scrape up the screen because this is not Gorilla Glass and see if it actually works. But if you really want a screen protector, let me tell you about the best one I've ever used. Recently, Whitestone Dome sent me their latest for the OnePlus 7 Pro, which is now my daily driver. And I had never used one before. I've heard about these, I know they're expensive, and I know that they're supposed to be top end, but I've always stayed away from them. I've never liked tempered screen protectors. Now, one thing I did know about this is they were one of the first companies to come out with a screen protector for the Galaxy S10 that actually worked with the fingerprint sensor. So I figured I'd give it a shot. They sent it over to me, I put it on, I'm in love. I will now never, ever put any other screen protector on my phones except for Whitestone Dome. Now, they're not sponsoring this video. They did send this out for a review, but instead of just reviewing it, I'm just gonna tell you, this is a major go, as Flossie Carter would say. I love this thing, and yeah, for every phone I get from now on, I'm getting a Whitestone Dome. So you can check out a link in the description below. They have them for different phones. Just check out the link. It'll take you to the OnePlus 7 Pro version or whatever, but you can find your own, I'm sure. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to scratch the front. I'm gonna try to break it. I'm gonna try to, I might run it over. And I'd really like to figure out a way to set it on fire, which is a terrible idea, but it's July 4th as I'm recording this, so it's probably okay. I should put fireworks on it. Oh my God, I'm a genius. So what are we waiting for? Let's get to it. Now, one thing you can say for this thing is that the battery life's pretty good. I have not turned this thing off for 4 days and it's at 70%. Now, have I been using it actively all that time? No, I haven't. I've used it a little bit here and there, installed some things, downloaded some things, and then barely used it again. But 4 days. Try turning your phone on for 4 days and see if it stays 70% after all of that. It's 4th of July as I'm recording this, and it's pretty easy to get fireworks. So I got a couple. Nothing crazy. I did want to get something that blew up, but it seems like everything that's sold nowadays shoots into the air, and that's not what I wanted to do. So I just got a couple of things. We're going to see if any of these can destroy this phone further than it already is. And if not, I have at least one other idea. I want to test the liquid screen protector, and the way I'm going to do that is by trying to scratch it. Now, the bottom part of the phone is protected with the liquid screen protector if it does actually work, and the top is not. This is not any kind of Gorilla Glass or anything like that. I have no idea what this thing is. It feels very plasticky, so I'm going to hit it with some rocks. Let's try that first. Ooh, savage. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jeebus. Oh, can you see? That is terrible. That is horrific. Obviously, the liquid glass protector did nothing. My goodness. Oh, those are actual scratches. Well, one test down, and I think we're done. Okay, we're going to start off with something kind of light. We're going to use the smoke balls. These are just smoke. We're just going to put them right on top. There's no way this is going to damage this. I don't care how cheap this thing is. Woo, woo. Whoa, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's... Maybe I was completely wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Oh, that is savagery. Oh, the glass itself is... Oh, this is terrible. This is not going to last very long. Because those are like the weakest things. I expected nothing from that. Okay, part 2. Okay, next up, I got this little tank. I think it's going to fire some little things into the phone. Let's see what happens. Oh, maybe not. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Well. Didn't see that coming. Is this okay? Is it okay to call this a wrap? I feel like it's okay. In the meantime, let's do a quick drop test. Yeah, it's still pretty terrible. Whoop, oh, sorry. Oh, so much for a non-removable back. And therein lies the battery. Yeah, I think that'll do it for us. So at the end of all this is what it looks like. It's pretty messed up. And to be perfectly honest, like I said outside, I expected to have to be able to do a lot more to this thing to destroy it, which just shows how incredibly cheap this thing is. And I'm a little disappointed. I actually had some other cool things I wanted to do. I was going to probably drive over it and stuff. I just thought that this wouldn't damage so easily, but maybe it's because this is a plasticky type front-facing portion that made it just completely fall apart. But the point is, you probably shouldn't buy this. As a matter of fact, if you're going to Walmart and need to get something that's really kind of a quick throwaway phone, I came up with something better. Last year, I reviewed this phone, the Samsung Luna J3 Pro, and it's like 50 bucks. And it's 1,000 times better than this thing is. And it's only $10 more. Plus, it's a Samsung phone, so you know you can rely on it. But I feel like I'm onto something. If you like this video, if you like me checking out the worst phones that are rated, leave me a comment below. I'd love to know about it, because I actually have already ordered my next phone, and it's from the Big A. That's Amazon, in case you don't know. If this video helped you out in any way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if it didn't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm here every single week, having a blast. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace and love, peace and love. What am I gonna do with these other fireworks?